What's your message to the leaders of those countries about Chinese electric vehicles dominating the market?
I think I would not say it's dominating the market. I would say it's just to bring more diversity to the local customer.
In the automotive world, China has taken everyone by surprise with its new electric vehicle engine. Although this project has been years in the making, the scale and impact of this innovation have caught the entire EV industry off guard.
Chinese manufacturers are revealing nearly a dozen new cars at the show. They say that the proposed EU tariffs on electric vehicles are simply unfair.
For an engine that predominates its time, China's new EV engine promises not just to reshape the automotive landscape with a greener approach. Still, it is bound to destroy the competitive footing of many major players in the industry.
Trade wars brewing over cheap Chinese electric vehicles. They've upended the global car industry.
How did China climb so high in the automotive hierarchy? And what exactly is this revolutionary engine? Join us as we reveal the engine that could redefine the EV industry as we know it. The disruption of the hierarchy in the EV industries by China. When we consider the automotive hierarchy, there are a couple of countries that have always been at the top of the food chain. This includes countries like Germany, of course, Japan, and the United States. It was only around the early 21st century that we started to hear about countries like South Korea and China and their subtle moves in the electric vehicle industry. For a bunch of countries that were supposed to be the new players in the automotive industry, it appears as though they have what it takes to be the pace setter at a global level. Considering the new players, China seems to be the most daunting of them all. Apparently, with their new engine, they seem to have made a really substantial proclamation that they are taking over the game completely. Thanks to their new product, other countries aren't just looking at the country as a possible global exporter of anything regarding automotive parts.
European Union countries have agreed to impose new tariffs of up to 35% on electric cars from China. That's on top of the existing 10% duties.
But news has it that in the coming years, they might give Germany a run for their money, especially as regards the electric vehicle industry. Is that too much of a daring thing to say? Perhaps not, considering the extensive efforts China has made to get to this point. Talking about the efforts of China to bring the initiative of EVs into the country, there are a few people who look to a certain individual, Wan Gang, as the one who spearheaded China's electric vehicle movement. Apparently, Wan, who is known as the father of China's EV revolution, was a former engineer and academic who studied automotive engineering in Germany. It was there that he gained crucial insights into EV technology, which he later brought back to China to shape the nation's ambitious plans for clean energy. So typically, his vision and leadership set the stage for the booming EV industry that's now making headlines around the world. That much is true.
We're turning to the car industry now because the US and Europe have been going after China recently for unfairly propping up its electric car industry.
However, while all of that is true, we can't simply give him all the accolades, considering how impressive the project itself is. That being said, it's safe to say that the concept of electric vehicles in China wasn't the brainchild of a single individual, but rather grew from a collective push driven by government policymakers, industry leaders, and engineers.
China came along and thrust the future upon us now. It's achieved this with breakneck growth in the industry, fueled by government subsidies.
In truth, for China, the EV initiative all started as an experiment by the government towards green energy.
But now their domination in that market is causing tension with the West amidst fears it'll become too reliant on cheaper Chinese green solutions.
However, we can clearly see what the result is like in present times. Right from the year 2023, China became responsible for 58% of global electric vehicle production, with an astonishing 9 million passenger EVs sold within and abroad. Considering how many of those vehicles are now being owned by commuters, the atmosphere in China can almost be likened to a haven, one which is almost free from air pollution. Now, how's that for advancement? As regards EVs, it all boiled down to the impact of fossil fuels on both the environment and the economy. China, which had noticed that it was becoming way too reliant on imported oil, had long looked for a way out. And being that the EVs were one of those ways to curb the importation of oil, they were willing to give everything they had. As such, they were willing to pour resources into EV research and development, offering generous subsidies to companies willing to make the switch to electric. But that was just the beginning. Eventually, China introduced quotas requiring automakers to sell a minimum percentage of EVs, essentially mandating the industry to align with the national goal of electrification. At the moment, you can pretty much say that the automakers are a little on the edge because of this. Apparently, what the quota by the government does is that it speeds up the production of electric vehicles in the country and puts producers at risk of losing their share if they slack to meet the quota. As demanding a request as that might be from the government, the country seems to be reaping the fruits of its efforts in many ways already, as it has led to the rise of more companies in the country. One such company is Build Your Dreams, popularly known as BYD. Since the inception of this company in 1995, it has always dealt with the production of batteries. It was when the EV market started to boom that they began to produce batteries needed for electric vehicles. And today, they have joined other companies around the world in cashing out big time. One of the top businessmen who was able to foresee the company's growth and trajectory is Warren Buffett.
You were the one, though, who convinced Warren to buy an electric car company in China, BYD, which is now, here we are a year later after first discussing this.
Being highly impressed by the vision of the company, he invested his money in 2008. Now, imagine how much he must have gotten in return. Guess they don't call him a top businessman for nothing. With all considered, BYD isn't the only company that seems to be reaping the benefits of the evolution and success of the Chinese EVs. There are others like NIO, which focuses on high-tech luxury EVs, and XPeng, which adopts autonomous driving features. Looking at how far these companies have come, it is safe to say that these companies are no longer just making EVs. They are taking the innovation to a whole new level, making cars that are stylish, affordable, and highly packed with present tech features. At the moment, it's safe to say that comparing China's adoption of EVs to those of other countries is completely illogical, and this is for many reasons. On record, we know that in just 2022, the country sold over 6.8 million electric vehicles, accounting for more than half of the global EV sales that year.
But with annual sales of electric vehicles already above 30% of all cars in China, the mood there remains optimistic.
Even by the year that followed, 1/3 of all cars sold in China were electric.
China is responsible for more than half of all new EV sales around the world.
A figure that couldn't be compared to that of any other country. Still not convinced? What if we tell you that China has more charging stations than any other country in the world? As a matter of fact, the number of charging stations exceeds 1 million, with the United States having just 1/10 of that. In fact, in some Chinese cities, it's now more common to see a charging station than a gas station.
Welcome to Shenzhen. This is the biggest charging square, not of China only, but also of the whole world.
If you are looking for an EV heaven on earth, China is definitely your place to go to. With their electric ambitions showing no signs of slowing down by 2035, China is bound to be at the forefront, with no country being able to stand against them in the EV industry. If you are one who has been following the trend of electric vehicles, China's current position in the industry would definitely come as a shock, no doubt. With that much accounted for, a couple of questions are expected. For instance, how did China come to have the upper hand in the electric vehicle industry? Well, there's definitely a reason behind that, and we are here to help you. It gets even way more interesting from here onwards. So stick around to find more, the secrets behind China's EV industry. If you are asked what the main components of an electric vehicle are, you might probably call out a few components like the electric motor, inverter, the onboard charger, and maybe the thermal management system, right? Quite true. These are all important components. However, there's yet one other component that many tend to leave out all the time, and it has proven over the years to be the most important of them all. If you haven't figured it out yet, you should know we are talking about the battery pack. Over the years, batteries have proven to be the heart of electric vehicles, accounting for nearly 1/3 of the total cost of electric vehicles. Why is that? Well, It's simply because the processes of extracting and refining essential minerals like lithium, nickel, and cobalt, which are needed for the production of the batteries, are complex and generally expensive. So you see, while importers of the batteries might pay a fortune just to get the batteries they need to build their EVs,
doesn't use the expensive raw materials. There's no cobalt, there's no copper, there's no lithium, there's no graphite, which is really primarily controlled by China today.
this right here is where China has the advantage. As a country, China dominates in the production of these batteries, controlling much of the global supply chain. So, while they have just enough battery packs to build their electric vehicles, they are also massively gaining from the exportation of the battery packs to countries willing to leap into the EV industry themselves. As a matter of fact, Chinese companies produce about 80% of the world's lithium-ion batteries, and they owe this accomplishment to the contemporary Amperex technology company, Limited CATL. As the world's largest battery manufacturer, CATL supplies batteries not only to Chinese automakers, but also to global giants like Tesla, BMW, and Volkswagen.
It is just starting to ship electric vehicles, causing some concern to the likes of Elon Musk and Tesla and a number of other car makers.
So you can see how big of a deal they are in the EV ecosystem. One of the reasons for China's edge is its early and strategic investments in battery technology and raw material mining. Over the past 2 decades, China has poured billions into securing resource contracts worldwide, from lithium mines in Chile to cobalt sources in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This foresight of theirs, which goes way back in time, is what has made it hard for other countries to compete. To attain the heights that China is in now, they'd have to look for ways to overcome the supply shortages and surge in prices. What's more, there's also the problem of finding sites that are yet to be monopolized by any government, which makes things even harder. While we are at it, you should know that China's dominance in batteries isn't just about numbers, it's also about innovation and affordability. Did you know that Chinese battery costs are among the lowest in the world? It's true. Thanks to large-scale manufacturing and cutting-edge technology, they are able to mass-produce these batteries and sell them at a lower price. So, while they are still expensive, they certainly aren't as expensive as those of their competitors.
Chinese brands an unfair advantage on price that they've been able to flood markets in other countries.
Still, there is more to the batteries. Apparently, companies like CATL and BYD are leading in the production of batteries, and they are developing batteries with longer ranges and faster charging times. Take, for instance, not so long ago, CATL unveiled a sodium-ion battery, which is a cheaper alternative to lithium-ion. This is bound not just to reduce the dependency on lithium, but also to lower costs even further. Of course, seeing all China has achieved in the past years, other countries in Europe and North America are ramping up efforts to develop their own battery industries. However, we are uncertain of how that will turn out for them. With China being at the forefront in the management of things concerning battery packs, there are doubts that any EV industry would want to patronize a new battery industry other than those in the country. Clearly, you can already see how the whole thing is starting to appear to be a monopoly. Still, we have to be honest with all of the work done. China deserves all the accolades in the history of EVs. Considering all that China has achieved in the past years, anyone wanting to compete in the EV space likely needs to collaborate with the companies in the country. This points out the level of power that one single country could have in an era that is transitioning into something greener. The story is truly one of a kind. It shows that despite China stepping into the playing field late, they have been very busy all these years trying to catch up with their peers, and they did it. As if it wasn't enough for them to have control of the batteries, they have just presented a new EV engine that ridicules the integrity of the others all across the globe. Which one of the engines exactly are we talking about? This is the part you have been waiting for. Sit tight and find out. The new EV engine that took the electric vehicle industry by surprise. In the past few years, China has produced a lot of electric motors for its electric vehicles. However, that which stands out the most in recent years is that of the BYD Seagull. This is the engine that's making waves. Do you know how we initially talked about how China is making their batteries cheap, to beat the competition between the other industries creating battery packs? Well, it turns out that they have taken the whole thing to another level with the BYD Seagull. As a matter of fact, the BYD Seagull, which happens to be a modern electric vehicle, goes as low as $11,000, giving a larger audience the avenue to own one without having to break the bank. What even makes this particular subcompact electric vehicle special is the fact that it comprises all the modern tech present in EVs. So, while you can say the vehicle is small, it could still be compared with other renowned EVs in the market. Besides all of the smart, functional features that the car has, it also has a single-arm wiper system. As random as this appears, this sole system has proven to reduce the weight and costs of the vehicle while still posing to be a modern aesthetic. From the battery packs down to the vehicle's engine, BYD seems to be all about reducing costs to the barest minimum. The company has just proven that it is possible to maintain style and performance at a minimum cost. As great as the cost of the Seagull is, you have to agree that it isn't just about price, but the value that the car provides at that budget. Of course, by now, you must be aware of the reputation of the battery packs of the BYD. Being that they got the leverage in the production of batteries, they were able to manufacture the perfect battery pack that could power up the engine of a Seagull, letting it run for roughly 190 miles per charge. If you truly know much about EVs, you should be able to tell just how much of a big deal this is for a vehicle of its price range. In a few words, this can all be regarded as a revolution in the EV industry. As it stands, analysts are calling the Seagull a wake-up call for automakers due to how power-efficient the engine is. According to their analysis, they predict that the big guys may soon find themselves scrambling if they don't respond to the shift that China has brought. As these vehicles from the BYD continue to make waves, it's only going to get worse for the traditional automakers that have focused on producing high-priced EVs with premium features. They most likely wouldn't be able to withstand the wave of affordable options like the Seagull, which is bound to flood the market. One of the automotive analysts who believes that the introduction of the Seagull is most likely going to disrupt the flow of things is JP Morgan. In his words, the market is most likely looking at a sweep if the automakers do not rethink how they can approach pricing and value in the EV space. With dealerships now facing customer demand for affordable, no-compromise EVs, companies that haven't adapted risk losing market share to brands like BYD, which are already leading the charge. Considering the progression of things, the shift that the launch of Seagull will bring will most likely be felt in China first, as the citizens are really down for affordable and practical EVs. Eventually, BYD will mass-produce the EVs to dominate the international market. As a matter of fact, it's already even happening. Just recently, BYD surpassed Tesla in EV sales, demonstrating the increasing global appeal of its vehicles. They have proven that it's not just possible to make electric vehicles cheap, it's also possible to make them accessible to anyone in any part of the world. As regards all of this, we are looking at a price war between BYD, Tesla, and a few other big names. Imagine what that would be like in the coming years. Of course, with a certain level of availability of EVs, we are going to see electric vehicles take the roads in future years. Our roads can only get exciting from here on. As it stands, the Chinese are way ahead in a whole lot of ways. Apparently, as the world's largest producer and consumer of electric vehicles, they seem to be capitalizing on the established supply chains and advanced battery tech to launch several EVs in the market. In 2023 alone, several Chinese EV manufacturers released a couple of new models aiming to reach an international audience. This was only possible due to the advantage they got with the batteries. With companies like BYD and CATL working on high-energy density batteries that would power engines to run for at least 400 miles per charge, it only gets better. Obviously, we are expecting that while they work on the batteries, they'd most likely design them to support ultra-fast charging. Say, give or take, the models should be able to reach 80% charge in just 10 minutes. Now, wouldn't that be cool? If that happens, very few would have to worry about the hectic time spent charging an EV, being that they would almost quickly refuel as fast as a regular car. This development would win people over, making them have a change of heart pertaining to their general views on electric vehicles. With all the series of advancements being lined up, competitors like Europe and North America are definitely in for a surprise. While we lay emphasis on a couple of new models that seem promising, the BYD Dolphin and Wuling Bingo are driven upstage. Like the Seagull, these EVs are cheap and packed with features peculiar to modern electric vehicles.
A robot to do for you today. We know that the robotic technology is fast evolving, taking on a variety of tasks that previously only people could do, maybe even your job. Some of the new robots in development.
Mimi, the innovative personal assistant companion robot, is a game changer in human-robot interaction. Mimi embodies the likeness of a realistic female figure with a complete skin made from high-quality silicone rubber. This realistic exterior offers a sense of softness and safety, setting the stage for an intimate experience like no other. Beneath Mimi's realistic facade lies a sophisticated 21-degree robotic skeleton, enabling her to move, walk, and mimic human motions with remarkable fluidity and grace. With the ability to execute human-like walking, Mimi seamlessly integrates into everyday life, adapting to various environments without any effort. Powered by advanced artificial intelligence.
A big announcement from a San Francisco-based artificial intelligence company as the race to develop AI-powered products, well, that heats up.
But as Skylar Henry reports, the technology can also have some unintended consequences.
Mimi is more than just a pretty face. She is a capable conversationalist, equipped with speech and object recognition systems, enabling fluid interaction with her surroundings. Carefully positioned sensors around Mimi ensure optimal safety, fostering smooth communication and interaction with users. Perfect for tackling loneliness in men, operating Mimi is simple thanks to her user-friendly interface and intuitive software. Whether delivering typed commands or spoken instructions via Wi-Fi from any location, users can effortlessly tap into Mimi's capabilities without the need for programming skills. I.O. Another female robot created for companionship is I.O. It is a fembot created by Canadian inventor Trung.
They make a cute couple. She's the type who turns heads.
Aiko, give me your left arm.
No problem. So what if she emits a slight mechanical noise?
I.O. is a remarkable blend of technology and realism. Trung dedicated himself to developing I.O. since 2007, funding the project with his own savings and credit cards. I.O.'s silicone skin is designed to mimic pain response, making it the first android to experience physical sensations. This technology has potential applications for amputees, offering a glimpse into the future of lifelike prosthetics. Le developed the brain's software to enhance I.O.'s lifelikeness, enabling her to engage in meaningful conversations and interactions. With a vast database of sentences, I.O. demonstrates impressive intelligence and adaptability. I.O. analyzes weather data to provide timely advice, making her a practical companion. She suggests umbrellas on rainy days and warmer attire in windy conditions, showcasing her capabilities. I.O. can be modified to serve as a love robot, providing intimate companionship. I.O.'s sensitivity to denim, which causes her skin to discolor, is a unique aspect of her design. Despite this, I.O. is an impressive achievement in robotics and artificial intelligence. Simone is a special robot companion created by the Open Fembot project. She is a dynamic and innovative humanoid AI that is changing the way we think about robots. Simone is affordable, intelligent, and versatile.
Hello. Welcome to Open Fembot. I am Simone.
Making her a jack of all trades. She can entertain, greet customers, handle office tasks, sing, act, or simply be a trusted companion. Simone can be used for entertainment, a store greeter, an office receptionist, a robot singer, a robot actress, and as a human companion. Simone's creator, Thomas, wanted to show that a sophisticated robot doesn't have to be expensive. While other robots like Sophia may cost nearly $900,000, Simone costs only around $2,000. Despite being more affordable, Simone is more intelligent and capable than Sophia. She is powered by Microsoft Cognitive Services and has advanced features like facial and speech emotion detection, object and scene identification, and chatbot capabilities. Simone is made from off-the-shelf parts, including steel, plastic, rubber, and silicone, making her durable and lifelike. She has animatronics that allow her to move fluidly, and a mobile base that helps her navigate her environment with grace and precision. Simone uses smart senses to interact and engage with her surroundings, making her a remarkable companion. Interacting with Simone feels like chatting with a close friend, thanks to her keen perception and natural language understanding. She is a remarkable achievement in humanoid technology and is redefining what it means to be accessible and innovative in the world of robotics. Ying 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 Ying, a robot built by 31-year-old Chinese artificial intelligence engineer Zheng Jiajia, has made headlines as Zhang's bride. With China's significant gender gap and pressure to marry, Zhang turned to building his ideal partner, Ying Ying. Though their wedding ceremony lacked legal recognition, it was recognized in traditional Chinese customs. Ying Ying, though currently limited in her abilities to basic communication and mobility, represents Zhang's ambitious vision for a partner capable of evolving alongside him. She may even help with household chores in the future. Initial reactions to their union in China have been mixed, with some questioning whether it's a publicity stunt. The most shocking part is yet to come. As a robot companion, Ying Ying raises interesting questions about the nature of love, companionship, and the evolving relationship between humans and technology.
Would you start a romantic relationship with an AI chatbot? A slew of apps have cropped up in the last few years which allow people to create AI partners and spouses and even start virtual families.
Zhang's background at Huawei and dedication to artificial intelligence hint at potential breakthroughs in technology that could blur the lines between human and machine even further. Ying Ying may not be able to offer the same level of emotional support as a human partner, but she provides companionship and a sense of connection for Zhang. As the world watches this unconventional love story unfold, it's clear that Ying Ying has brought joy and fulfillment to Zhang's life. At the very least, Ying Ying will never be lonely again. April is a companion robot by Real Doll. It is a highly advanced and customizable robot designed to provide a personalized experience for its user. With serious attention to detail, April offers a variety of features that make her an ideal companion.
Mass production and marketing of a new generation of sex toys have heralded a new era of relationships between dolls and people.
For those seeking a realistic experience. April's features include enchanting eyes, beautifully brushable hair, and show-stopping makeup, all of which displays flawless beauty. Powered by cutting-edge AI technology, April possesses real ravishing expressions that react to voice commands and gentle touches. This allows for a level of interaction and connection that was previously only possible with a real human woman. What sets April apart from human women is her ability to be fine-tuned to individual preferences. Her voice pitch and personality can be adjusted to make her an irresistible companion tailored to specific desires. Constructed with top-of-the-line materials, including gel implants and silicone rubber skin, April offers an ultra-realistic tactile experience with longevity and durability. The inclusion of high-quality synthetic wigs, handcrafted eyes, and Hollywood special effects level detail further enhances the realism and immersion of the April experience. With April, users can expect a true real-life girlfriend experience aimed to fulfill desires and forge intimate connections.
Tesla is raising the prices of its cars in Canada starting on February the 1st. Here's what we know. The price of Tesla's cheapest vehicle, the Model 3, will be going up, wait for this,
Elon Musk has just dropped a bombshell in the car industry. A brand new Tesla for just $6,999. After years of building high-end luxury cars, Tesla has shocked the world by releasing a fully electric vehicle at a price never seen before. The Model C is not only affordable, but also packed with impressive features and top-tier tech, including autopilot and a 200-mile range. This game-changing move will make electric cars accessible to everyone, no matter your paycheck. But what are the capabilities of this cheap model, and how will it affect the car industry? Stay with us to find out. Tesla Model C. Elon Musk just made an announcement that the car industry would never forget. A brand new Tesla that would cost less than $7,000. You heard that right? A $6,999 fully electric Tesla model. For years, Tesla had been known for its luxury electric cars. You'd need a pretty good paycheck to buy high-end stuff like the Model S and Model X. Tesla had built its name on creating cars with cutting-edge tech and insane performance. But there was a problem. The cars were often out of reach for the average person. So when Musk dropped the price tag of just $6,999, you could feel the joy in the car community both on social media and everywhere else. To put this announcement into context, it was like if Apple suddenly released a super-powered iPhone for $100, but little did people know that more shocking announcements would follow. More cheaper model electric cars are coming. According to Musk, Tesla wants to make electric cars for everyone, not just the rich or tech lovers. Many car experts believe electric cars could never be cheap enough for the average person to buy, but Tesla is determined to prove them wrong. And surprisingly, the car is not just a piece of steel. It is sleek and compact. Industry Insidious believes that the car is stylish for such a low price. Who wouldn't feel that way? The car didn't look like a toy or a cheap knockoff. It looked like something you'd want to drive. Musk also revealed that Tesla's focus is not just on a single product, but a complete electric car industry revolution. For Musk, it was clear. This wasn't about making another Tesla for rich people. This was about making electric vehicles a reality for anyone, anywhere. Whether you lived in North America, Europe, or even parts of the world where cars were still out of reach, this new Tesla was built to change the game. The reason for such a low price? Well, Musk wasn't shy about it. Tesla has been working for years to find ways to cut the costs of building a car without compromising the core things that make Teslas so special. The tech, the sustainability, the performance. It was all still there, just at a price no one ever thought was possible. According to Musk, sustainable energy can't just be for those who can afford luxury cars. It has to be for everyone. This $6,999 car wasn't just a model for the US or Europe. It was aimed at a truly global market. Musk even said, "This is a car for the people, by the people, and for our planet." Tesla named the new car the Model C, and honestly, it felt like Tesla had just thrown down a challenge to every other car company in the world. They would get left behind if they didn't catch up with this level of affordability and tech. Are you curious about what China has to offer for this similar price? Well, we are about to reveal that. Take the Chinese Wuling Mini EV, for instance. It costs just about $5,000, but while they are much cheaper, they don't have the same brand prestige or widespread reputation that Tesla holds. In terms of performance, this Chinese model is a step down. The Wuling Mini has a top speed of around 62 miles per hour and modest acceleration. These cars are not designed for performance or speed. They're built for efficiency and practicality, making them only ideal for short city rides rather than highway driving or high-speed travel. Also, remember that the technology in these Chinese EVs is also more basic. You won't find the advanced tech features Tesla built into the Model C, such as autopilot or over-the-air software updates. So what are the specs of this Tesla model? Unbelievable specs of Tesla Model C. Let's start with the basics, range and performance. For just $6,999, most people wouldn't expect much. Maybe a car that runs for a short distance before needing a recharge, but Tesla is known for pushing boundaries, and Model C is no different. It boasts an impressive range of 200 miles on a single charge. To put that in perspective, that's enough to drive from one side of Los Angeles City to the other and back, or to take a weekend road trip without worrying about running out of power. This is the kind of range that makes electric cars practical for everyday use. Model C was not designed to travel only through the city. You could take it on a highway drive without the constant anxiety of charging every few hours. As for performance, the Model C will change everything you know about cheap electric vehicles. It is not a sports car, but its acceleration is more than enough for daily driving needs. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds, which is fast enough to merge onto highways or pass slower traffic without hesitation. When you think of a $6,999 car, you don't think of that kind of performance, but the good news is that Tesla has delivered it. The Model C also exceeds expectations in safety. Tesla has always been a leader when it comes to vehicle safety, and the Model C is no different. Despite its low price, it comes with top-tier safety features that you'd expect from any Tesla model. The Model C includes the automatic emergency braking, collision avoidance, and lane-keeping assistance technology. The car is built with a strong safety structure, and Tesla's safety technology helps drivers avoid accidents before they happen. The Model C's battery is also designed to be placed under the floor, giving the car a low center of gravity. This design improves handling and makes the car less likely to roll over in the event of an accident. On top of all this, the Model C is designed to protect its passengers in the event of a crash. The car's frame and materials are carefully chosen to absorb energy during a collision, reducing the risk of injury. These safety features come standard, a huge win for drivers who want peace of mind without breaking the bank. And then there's an advanced driver assistance system, the Tesla Autopilot. It automatically allows the car to steer, accelerate, and brake in emergencies. The Model C comes with Tesla's full autopilot capabilities, including adaptive cruise control and automatic lane changing, even at this $6,999 price point. Consider it. For $6,999, you're getting a car with the same autopilot tech that's in Tesla's high-end models. This is a game changer. It makes driving more convenient and improves safety by reducing human error on the road. If you think that is all, you are about to witness another mind-blowing discovery just ahead. The Model C comes with Tesla's signature 15-inch touchscreen interface, which controls everything from navigation to climate settings. This screen is powered by Tesla's cutting-edge software, which gets smarter with each update. That means even after you buy the car, it gets better and better over time. Tesla is continuously rolling out new features and improvements, which you won't find in most cars, especially at this price point. You might want to think again if you think about alternatives like the Chinese Wuling Mini EV. There is no denying that the Wuling Mini EV seems like a budget-friendly choice, but remember, it is a basic car with minimal technology and outdated features. Additionally, the Model C benefits from Tesla's global network of Gigafactories and vertical integration. Let's break it down. It means it has higher build quality and better long-term reliability. Simply put, while the Wuling Mini EV might be cheap, it doesn't come close to the value, performance, or future-proofing that the Model C offers for just $6,999. Now let's talk about how Tesla made all this possible at such a low price. Tesla Gigafactories and vertical integration. The Model C's specs alone would make most people think it should cost much more. So how did Tesla bring it down to $6,999? The answer lies in Tesla's groundbreaking manufacturing strategy. It all starts with the company's Gigafactories. Tesla doesn't rely on third-party suppliers for parts and materials. Instead, it builds most of its components at its Gigafactories. By doing this, Tesla has more control over each part's quality, cost, and production speed. In addition, Tesla's vertical integration is key to keeping costs down. Vertical integration means that Tesla owns and controls nearly every part of the manufacturing process, from designing the vehicle to producing the batteries to assembling the final product. This cuts out the intermediaries and reduces costs. For example, Tesla has developed its battery cells, which are crucial for reducing the cost of electric vehicles. Battery technology is one of the most expensive aspects of an electric car, and by developing its cells, Tesla has been able to lower the cost of the battery packs, and what you are about to hear may sound unbelievable. Tesla builds high-quality components at a fraction of the cost of traditional automakers, and this efficiency is why Tesla can sell the Model C at such an affordable price without sacrificing quality or performance. Don't forget that Tesla Gigafactories have the scale to produce thousands of cars and batteries at a time. The sheer scale of production means that Tesla can make each car more efficiently and at a lower cost, making it possible to offer the Model C for just $6,999. But Tesla might still have a small problem. Tesla's Gigafactories are impressive, but they're not unlimited. Currently, the demand for the Model C is sky high, and Tesla will need to ramp up production to meet it. Scaling production at this level comes with a whole new set of challenges. It requires massive investments in infrastructure, hiring and training more workers, and ensuring that quality control doesn't suffer as production increases. Even with Tesla's advanced automation systems, increasing output while maintaining the same level of quality is difficult. If Tesla can't manage this properly, there will be delays and customer dissatisfaction, which could damage the brand's reputation. The fact that Tesla has produced such an affordable car with an impressive range, performance, and high-tech features has left many car manufacturers questioning their strategies. Automakers initially planning to release low-cost EVs have been forced to accelerate their efforts. Some are now scrambling to bring affordable EVs to market sooner than expected. Despite these challenges, the Model C represents a turning point in the electric vehicle market. More than just a cheap car, the Model C symbolizes what's possible when innovation and smart manufacturing meet. If Tesla can make EVs affordable, reliable, and packed with advanced technology, the industry will be forced to follow suit. We can expect cheaper models from Tesla and other electric car brands shortly. Affordability as a strategy. BYD's rapid growth in the electric vehicle market, commonly called the EV market, is driven by one primary factor: affordability. In an industry led by major players like Tesla and Mercedes, BYD has emerged as a global leader, recently surpassing Tesla as the world's largest EV manufacturer, with sales in over 60 countries.
Chinese automaker sold more than 526,000 fully electric vehicles in the fourth quarter of last year, which was enough to outpace Tesla.
The company's founder, chairman, and CEO Wang Chuanfu has had a strategic focus on making EVs accessible, helping the company to dominate the market by emphasizing affordable, quality vehicles that appeal to a broad audience worldwide. Now, BYD has released a big new product in the electric car market called the Seagull EV Honor Edition, which starts at a very low price. This is a strong move that shows BYD's desire to start a price competition with regular gas-powered cars. But with an electric vehicle this cheap, who wouldn't think about switching from gasoline? But that's not even the best part. Called the Mini Lamborghini, the Seagull is not only about being cheap, but there's more to it. It was designed under the creative eye of Wolfgang Egger, a former Lamborghini designer, adding an unexpected touch of luxury to this entry-level EV. Inside, the Honor Edition does not disappoint, boasting a 10.1-inch rotating infotainment screen driven by BYD's Dialink intelligent network connection, which brings media and connectivity right to the driver's fingertips. It can also go up to 252 miles with the choice of 30.08 kilowatts and 38.88 kilowatts blade battery packs. It will also be able to fast charge from 30% to 80% in only 30 minutes. BYD has designed an affordable electric vehicle with smart features that could impress even the most doubtful driver. BYD introduced its new electric car, the Seagull, in China on April 27, 2023.
We're looking at a BYD Seagull. This vehicle was recently introduced and kind of caught the auto industry, really caught their attention.
Unlike other electric cars in its price range that have only 3 doors, the Seagull has a unique 5-door hatchback design and seats 4 people, measuring just 148.8 inches in length. Chinese media reported that BYD created the Seagull with younger customers in mind, aiming for those who want a simple way to get around. The Seagull's exterior has a modern look with sharp lines, headlights shaped at angles, and a roof that slopes down to rear lights connected by a light bar. Inside, BYD maximized space by extending the wheelbase to length ratio to 66%, higher than their BYD Dolphin model at 64%, and using a thinner battery design. The dashboard reflects a wing shape inspired by a seagull's wings, offering a sleek two-tone look and featuring a 10.1-inch rotatable touchscreen alongside a smaller 5-inch digital display. Safety was also prioritized, as the Seagull includes 6 airbags, rear disc brakes, an electronic parking brake, and electronic stability control. BYD built 61% of the car's frame from high-strength steel, using hot forming for added durability in key areas. After debuting at the Auto Shanghai show in April last year, BYD started delivering the Seagull across China and received a remarkable 10,000 orders in just one day. By November 29th the same year, the 200,000th Seagull rolled off the production line, an impressive achievement in only 7 months. Selling at a price under 90,000 yen, which is about $12,000, the Seagull quickly attracted attention from both international media and industry experts. Can any other electric car compete with this level of affordability and design? BYD reduced the Seagull's price by 5% in March 2024 with the release of a special Seagull Honor Edition for the 2024 model year, adding a new ice blue exterior with a sea blue interior.
It's the best-selling Chinese electric brand. Now, the car that I'm standing in front of right now is the Seagull. It's a new all-electric car.
The Seagull is available in 3 models that make electric driving accessible and flexible, depending on your needs. The Vitality Edition is the base model, perfect for everyday city trips with a range of 190 miles. This is like driving from Los Angeles to San Diego on a single charge. The mid-range Freedom Edition has the same range and similar features, but offers a few extra comforts, ideal if you want something a bit more refined for your commute. Finally, there's the Flying Edition, the top version with an extended range of 252 miles, so you could easily travel from New York to Washington, D.C. without needing a recharge. All models reach up to 81 miles per hour, and with a fast charger, you can bring the battery from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes. Perfect for a quick coffee break. The Seagull's reach is rapidly extending beyond China. A new product, the Dolphin Mini, was just launched in South America. The price in Brazil was around $20,000, an amenable price level to an EV in any global market. BYD is doing great with its plan to offer affordable EVs. Last year, the company sold over 280,000 units of Seagull in China, most of them over the sales of Dolphin and Yuan Plus Auto 3 models. It's making waves in the industry. Rivals like Ford are taking notice. Ford's CEO Jim Farley even confessed to being worried, saying if car makers can't hold their own against Chinese electric vehicle companies, then 20% to 30% of their revenue is at risk. In response, Ford is now developing a low-cost EV platform to stay competitive.
People from outside of Ford that have expertise in that, and we are developing a low-cost EV platform.
But BYD is not stopping with entry-level cars. The company is making its way into the high-end sector with new launches such as the Yangwang U9 electric supercar, priced at a heavy $233,000, and 2 mid-size electric SUVs, the Sea Lion 07 and Song L, which directly aim at bestsellers like Tesla's Model Y. The BYD Seagull EV Honor Edition is not just a cheap car, it makes a point. With a combination of great design, good range, and leading-edge technology at an equitable price, BYD has written a new script for what can be expected from affordable EVs. They are not only creating change with increasing competition against gas cars, but also leading the industry into a new and exciting time. But you may wonder why BYD is so focused on making affordable cars. Here's why. A tireless cost-cutting CEO. To begin with, BYD's chairman, Wang Chuanfu, is all about getting electric vehicles affordable. Chuanfu is a tireless cost-cutter, and Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's longtime partner at Berkshire Hathaway, highlighted Wang's rare talent in one of his final interviews last year. Reflecting on Wang's hands-on skills, Munger recounted how Wang could inspect someone's part in the morning and be able to replicate it by the afternoon, a quality Munger described as unlike anything he'd ever seen. He praised Wang as both a natural engineer and an executive who gets things done, a powerful combination that Munger believed set him apart.
But BYD is going to be huge in electric vehicles. They're already huge, and they're going to be much more huge, and then they're going to be huge.
Was it any wonder, then, that Munger went so far as to say Wang was even better at actually making things than Elon Musk? Most likely, Chuan Fu draws inspiration from his own amazing personal journey, from tough beginnings to success. Having started as an orphan, Wang created a large EV business and even outpaced Tesla's Elon Musk in China's tough market. That past could drive him to make sure more people can afford electric vehicles, since he wants to increase EV use around the world. Under his leadership, BYD has become a top company in affordable clean energy vehicles. They offer new and low-cost choices to customers while still keeping quality and sustainability. Tesla's cheapest model in China starts at around $31,900, more than 3 times the price of BYD's lowest-cost model. BYD's Seagull, an all-electric hatchback priced at $9,900, sold over 280,000 units last year, representing nearly 20% of BYD's total battery EV sales. As a short history, BYD Auto started in January 2003, when Wang Chuanfu bought the Xi'an Qinchuan Automobile Company. In 2005, BYD produced its first car, the BYD F3. Not long after, in 2008, BYD launched the F3 DM, its first plug-in hybrid vehicle, and the next year, it introduced the E6, its first fully electric car. Since 2020, BYD has seen impressive growth in sales, driven by the demand for new energy vehicles in China. Beginning in 2021, BYD expanded its electric car sales beyond China to areas like Europe, Southeast Asia, Oceania, and Latin America. In March 2022, the company made a bold shift by stopping the production of cars powered only by internal combustion engines, choosing instead to focus entirely on new energy vehicles. By the fourth quarter of 2023, BYD had achieved a major milestone, becoming the world's top seller of battery electric vehicles, surpassing Tesla. Tesla is a big deal in the electric vehicle industry. They've been around since 2003 and have led the market with their high-tech, top-performing cars. Tesla changed how people think about EVs by showing they could be fast, reliable, and desirable. Their Model S set the bar for luxury electric cars, and the Model 3 made EVs more affordable and available to a wider audience. Tesla's factories, called Gigafactories, are some of the largest in the world, allowing them to ramp up production and meet global demand.
We're excited to announce that the next Tesla Gigafactory will be in Mexico near Monterrey.
They also built an extensive network of fast charging stations, making it easier for owners to drive long distances. So, when BYD beat Tesla in BEV sales in the last quarter of last year, it was a huge moment. Tesla has been the leader for so long, and beating them in sales shows that other companies, especially ones from China like BYD, are becoming a serious challenge. BYD's success is partly due to its ability to offer affordable cars and their strong backing in China, a market where EVs are growing rapidly. This shift shows that even though Tesla is still a major player, the EV market is getting more competitive as new companies enter the game. The rivalry between BYD and Tesla, two major players in the electric vehicle market, is heating up. BYD recently announced a new technology that promises smoother rides, even on rough or bumpy roads. This new tech, designed for BYD's high-end Yangwang line, could make off-road driving and city rides more comfortable. But that's not all. BYD's innovation uses LiDAR sensors, which are the same type of sensors used in many assisted driving systems. These sensors create detailed maps around the car, allowing it to predict and adjust for bumps, turns, and even shallow water. BYD's founder, Wang Chuanfu, said this breakthrough leads and surpasses foreign technology, a possible jab at Tesla, which recently recalled more than 360,000 vehicles over issues with its self-driving software. Meanwhile, Tesla is making moves in China too. CEO Elon Musk recently announced that Tesla will open a new factory in Shanghai, focusing on producing megapacks, which are massive batteries the size of a shipping container. Each megapack can power up to 3,600 homes for an hour, helping meet China's demand for renewable energy storage. As BYD takes aim at Tesla with new technology, and Tesla expands its footprint in BYD's home market, it's clear that the battle for EV dominance is just getting started. The company also made history in China by becoming the top-selling car brand in 2023, taking the lead from Volkswagen, which had held that title since China's automotive market opened up. Today, BYD ranks as the third most valuable car maker globally by market value. A big part of BYD's success lies in its strong vertical integration.
BYD is the #1 EV maker in China, so it's still like a trade I think that he would probably want to be a part of, but we're just sort of waiting to hear more, any disclosures perhaps on what's going on there exactly.
They use the BYD Group's experience in producing their own batteries, electric motors, and electronic parts. Most of the parts in BYD vehicles are made within the company, which keeps costs down and allows flexibility in production. The company even operates its own lithium mines, processing facilities, battery production plants, and a chip-making unit. As of 2024, BYD's battery division, FinDreams Battery, is the world's second-largest producer of electric vehicle batteries, specializing in lithium iron phosphate batteries, including BYD's unique Blade battery. The contribution of the battery will surprise you. The Blade battery. BYD has spent 27 years developing advanced battery technology, which has greatly helped them create some of the most innovative electric vehicles on the market. BYD leads the world in producing lithium iron phosphate, or LFP batteries, which are in high demand and expected to make up over 60% of the global power battery market this year. What makes LFP batteries so appealing? They don't use cobalt and offer excellent thermal stability compared to other types. BYD's battery technology has passed tough safety tests, like crush tests, heat tests, and overcharging tests, often exceeding industry requirements. BYD was also one of the first to implement a thermal management system for their batteries, keeping the temperature at an ideal level for smooth and reliable performance in any weather condition. Thanks to this energy efficiency, BYD's electric vehicles in every category achieve some of the industry's best driving ranges. BYD has also introduced the Blade battery, which has become a major breakthrough in the field. This ultra-safe battery is used in all BYD passenger cars and is changing the game in both safety and battery density, delivering top-notch EV performance. The Blade battery's clever array design allows it to offer 50% more space than traditional block batteries. In safety tests, the Blade battery has performed remarkably well in nail penetration tests, reaching a safe 30 to 60 Celsius without smoke or fire, clear proof of its safety. BYD has become a symbol of innovation and engineering excellence, creating revolutionary products with proven reliability. The company's rapid success is evident in its team of over 40,000 engineers, all dedicated to designing the most efficient solutions for a sustainable future. One main strength is BYD's ability to control every stage of production, from raw materials, research and design, to manufacturing, application, and recycling. This level of control has allowed BYD to be the first and only car manufacturer to produce its own powertrain system, batteries, motors, and motor control system. BYD's NEV solutions are making a global impact by helping to reduce carbon footprints. From passenger cars to buses and trucks, BYD's electric vehicles are helping shift transportation towards electrification across public, commercial, and private sectors. In 2010, BYD launched the world's first fully electric bus fleet, and today,
no gasoline, no transmission or engine required. Those are some of the features of an all-electric bus unveiled in Lancaster today.
their pure electric buses are supporting public transport electrification worldwide. Many major public transit operators welcome BYD's zero-emission buses, seeing them as a dependable and eco-friendly option that encourages more people to use public transit. Thank you for staying with us. Would you get a Tesla Model C for $6,999? Share your opinions with us in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, click the following video on your screen, and you will enjoy it.